Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Kaz and I'm a channeler and a healer. In today's video we are going to talk to Merlin once again. It is our monthly Merlin channeling. Merlin did come through to me in a healing that I did for a client the other day, which is unusual. I've never had him come through. But it seemed we needed some magic in the healing, and so he came to work his magic. And he did several things like sending out waves of different coloured lights to the person, and he did some incantations, he burnt some papers. I didn't know exactly what he was doing all of the time, but it was very effective. So we're going to speak to Merlin and the Council of 12 here once again today. I'll pick up my Merlinite so I can channel the messages through. Greetings, beloved ones. I am very pleased to be here once again with you. I feel that my story has not been correctly given. The channeler the channeler knows that she worked very closely with me, and previous to this life, in a person life, in a human life, and we worked a lot of those things together. So it was just as much her energy doing the healing as my energy. Thanks, Merlin. Okay. Fortitude is required at this point. There needs to be a certain strength to hold the energy that's going on in the world today. I feel that the distractions that are happening are coming from the minds of men. So when I say men, I mean humankind. The minds are developing something to keep you all in fear, and this is spreading and becoming more fearful because there is a reason for this. So what I'm asking you as a group to do is focus on yourselves and your own beliefs. So if you're hearing a repetitive message saying that this is scarce, that's scarce, this is going to happen, that's going to happen, we would like you to stay centered and grounded in your own energy. This is not always easy to do with the constant messages that you get. So we advise that perhaps you try to tune out of some of those messages, and that will help it. But even in general conversations, you will pick up the messages that certain people in the world want you to hear. And it's for a reason. There is a reason behind it. And we're not here to tell you that reason, because eventually the reason will be known. What we were here to tell you is to hold your space and be in grace. So we want you to really have fortitude in your own beliefs and your own intuition without tapping into the collective. Now, you can obviously send positive energy to the situations that are going on. However, we do advise against draining yourself. So what you can do is to ask whatever you believe in, whether it's infinite intelligence, whether it's source, whether it's God, whether it's Jesus, whether it's Allah, whatever you happen to believe in, and ask them to send the energy for you. So it's not coming so much from yourself. We wish you to know that there is something coming into your life soon that will be seen as miraculous. It's almost like there's a key being turned in an engine and the engine is starting. So for you as light workers, there are positive things coming. So please know that this is real for you, not all the other stuff that's being said in the world. How you react to what is going on in your environment is an indicator of how you're really going internally. So if at the moment you are very scared, what we are asking you to do is examine why you are scared. What happened in your childhood to make you feel this way? Why are you worried? Why are you scared? because at the end of the day, it's you telling yourselves a story. And this story is fear-based. We would like you to be coming from a place of self-love and self-awareness. So where did you develop this story? What's the actual words behind it? How are you going to flip it to the opposite so it becomes a positive story? And how are you going to embrace your own power and know your own power if you believe all of these stories? You are the true director of your life. No one else is. We find it highly amusing when you blame outside situations for your crises. We say that with love because we are all seeing, all knowing. But in your little human bodies and your little human awareness, it seems as though other things are happening when they are not. We want you to stay strong. We want you to have fortitude within yourself. Believe in yourself above all else. This is not about being right or wrong. This is about believing in yourself as a divine, powerful being. And if things feel loving and gentle within your heart, then it is the truth for you. If it feels unsettling or scary in any other part of your body, this is not the truth for you. It is time to start discerning what is for you and what isn't for you. What do you choose to believe over what you choose not to believe? There's a lot of global destabilization going on, and that is the earth changes that are being ushered in. And we want you not to go into fear about this. We want you to have empathy for those who are suffering. However, rejoice in yourselves and be grateful for what you have. You cannot change the path of anyone's life. However, you can lend a lightness to it that helps others find their way through. We want to say that you're not responsible for anyone else except yourself. So please don't take on the anguish of other people. It is for them to process. You can guide them to things that have worked for you, but do not take on that energy. Just lend universal energy to it, or ask for it to be directed to it, to lighten the situation, so that they may find their path. There is always a positive and a negative in every single little situation. So we ask you to look more at the positive rather than the negative. We ask you to try and feel safe in your own skin. And we ask you to hold the light above all else. Blessed be. Thank you, Merlin, for those words of wisdom. I feel like the world needs to hear that at this point in time. And we will hold the light as best we can. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you in my next video.